Okay. So this is how I love to say welcome to another edition of the Select Travelers on your TV. So wherever you are watching from, I would love to say good afternoon, good morning, good evening from our home. So this is the second edition since we went on our quad break, but then we say we are back. Like I said previously in our first video, we are back and we are back for good. And guys, today in studio today we have him pricing of one of Liberia's own, and trust me, I will not be the one to introduce him. And it will be surprising that even if I start talking, I say I will not know nothing about him. But anyway, I will give him a chance for him to better introduce himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our guest. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so can you tell us about yourself? How you doing? So that people know you, that the audience know you.
Okay, my name is OntoBoi, but I go by stage name OntoBoi, and I hail from Bon County. I'm basically into Afrobeats. I'm a songwriter and also a vocalist.
As we all know, on the Select Travelers, we do our voice assessment wherein we get to know the artist as a person, as a Liberian, if they are, their religion, their family, their relationship status, because we believe on Select Travelers that every person that appears on the platform, you are automatically a celebrity. So with the exception of what you are on the show for, who else are you, and let your audience know you. So can you tell us more about yourself, like school day, like I said previously, family, religion, whatsoever, so we can know.
Well, that's good. I'm also into computer programming, and I'm into photography.
Okay.
I'm a family man, legally married with 2 children.
That's nice.
And I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian.
Yeah, I come from a mid-Baptist denomination, but Christianity is one, so it doesn't matter your denomination or you know.
Okay, so that's nice. And you say you are married with 2 kids.
Yep.
That's nice. So when you got married?
I got married February of this year.
Oh, that's nice. So I think you remember very much April, May, June. About 3 months. That's nice. So how is it like? How is your marital life like? How is it like?
Well, we're doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah, we're doing good because prior to the wedding, we've been together for like 6-7 years.
Oh, that's nice.
So even though the marriage is new, you know, but the relationship,
that is just a simple phrase.
Yeah, the relationship has been there.
People go by the saying, and people don't want to go by what they say. Marriage bring different experience, bring different attributes and what have you. So you being married is just something about you being new again. So that's the reason why I asked the question. What do you think we need to do in order for us to
to get married?
And
there's no fixed formula for marriage. People get married for different reasons. There's no fixed formula for marriage, like I was saying. A lot of people have their own reasons for getting married. Some get attracted to beauty. Some want a person who will provide stability in the home. There are a couple of reasons, right? But individually, you must know what you want.
What you want. So it's basically about how you want it and what you want it to be like. So even if you wanting counsel for someone that get married, you are just leaving yourself out there, and because what that person saw is not what you will see. So it's about you discovering what else you want to stay with for the rest of your life. And that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so guys, as we, like I said previously, on the Select Travelers, we talk personals and then we get down to business. So basically, with the exception of OntoBoi being a musician, he is a married man, a husband, and a father, and he's a photographer, a graphic designer. What else? Basically, so that's for your photograph. I said, how can people get you if someone is watching and then they want to know, about your photograph business or the graphic design? How can they get you?
Yeah, so I have my official page online on graphics.
Okay.
So you just type OnGrafix, and then you will access it.
One thing I have discovered over the past time through my interviewing career is that one tier of the artists that I interviewed will always tell me that they started from the trash. So is that the same case with you?
Nah, not really.
Oh, your case is different.
Yeah, not
Okay.
really.
Okay, so before we dive into our second segment or our second edition, when we get to talk about the song that you have released, so can you, just elaborate on how your musical journey started? Because when we get into the second edition, basically we're just talking directly about the project that we get to push. So how did you start this musical career?
So, growing up in my in the primary school in Banga, there's a school there called Sugar Hill Community School,
Okay.
and they have extracurricular activities like vocational stuff, and music was one of them.
Oh,
So I got attracted to music from a very young age, and that's how I started. I learned the drums and the basic.
also, with the exception, wow. So we were just thinking you do keyboard, you do drums,
I do drums. I got some knowledge on keyboard, but not fully.
not falling.
Yeah, but drums, yeah, I have very good knowledge on the drums, yes.
So you're me in or the drum, that's nice.
Yeah, and then I learned the basics of vocaling, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and all that. So that's where I started building the passion. But then my mom used to work with a group called Den L, and they also have a music arm to that. And that's where the likes of Friday the Cell Phone Man, they pass through Den L, even Toke Toma, the lead, the pass through. So yeah, for I think 3 years in a row, they won the best musical group in Liberia, and they've had a lot of good performers. They do outreach, even though it's an NGO, right? But they do outreach activities, and these musical performers were used for propagating their messages out in the various communities, messages of peace and all that.
So basically it was through your mom and then you get
So I got attracted, like seeing them perform live, like you come, to a gathering and seeing them performing live on stage and all that. So I was like, I need to be like some of these guys.
yes, that's your inspiration.
That's what pushed me.
That's what push you in there. So I can say your mom have a major role to play in it. So guys, like we said previously, our first edition is basically about us knowing the artists outside the bus and what have you. So we'll call a break, and when we get back, we'll be diving into the reason why we gathered here to talk about the new song that I've been trending called Far Away. So I will not say much. Stay tuned. When we get back, we'll discuss this song.